Aldi, Rena, Bimo, and Sari stood on the wooden dock, the salty sea breeze ruffling their hair. The small boat bobbed gently in the waves, its hull worn but sturdy, ready to carry them on a summer adventure along the mysterious coastline. Excitement lit their faces, while a hint of nervousness lingered in their expressions. They had no idea the ocean had its own secrets waiting. As they pushed off, the water shimmered under the morning sun. Seagulls circled overhead, and the distant hum of the harbor slowly faded behind them. The friends chatted about the sights they hoped to see: hidden coves, coral reefs, and quiet beaches. Yet, beneath the surface of their joyful anticipation, a sense of curiosity about the unknown tugged at them. Bimo pulled out a rolled-up parchment he had found in an old bookstore, claiming it was a map to a hidden underwater cave. The friends huddled around it, tracing the faded lines and symbols. "Do you think this is real?" Rena asked, eyes wide with excitement. Aldi shrugged, grinning. "Only one way to find out." As the boat glided past rocky cliffs, the coastline grew wilder, the waves louder, and the horizon stretched into the unknown. The friends' adventure had officially begun, but the deep blue waters below hinted that the real journey was just starting. Every glimmer on the water, every distant shape of a reef, seemed to whisper promises of discovery and danger. By midday, the friends had reached a quieter stretch of ocean, the water turning a deep, almost mystical blue. They anchored near a cluster of rocks where the map indicated the first signs of the hidden cave might appear. The boat rocked gently, and beneath the surface, tiny flashes of light danced. Fish, reflections, or something else. Sari leaned over the side, peering into the depths. "It looks different here," she murmured. Strange currents tugged at the boat, making them cling to the sides for balance. Aldi took a deep breath. "This is where we dive," he said, adjusting his snorkeling gear. Bimo checked the air tanks, while Rena carefully folded the map, ensuring they followed each marking precisely. As they plunged into the water, the world transformed. Sunlight filtered through the waves in fractured beams, illuminating hidden reefs, swaying seaweed, and unusual sea creatures. The friends explored cautiously, following the lines indicated on the map. Soon, they noticed a shadowed opening beneath the rocks, a cave mouth partially hidden by coral and kelp. Heartbeats quickened. The thrill of discovery was accompanied by a twinge of fear. The first clue of the ocean's secret had revealed itself. Each friend glanced at the others, smiles mingling with apprehension. The deeper they ventured, the more the cave seemed alive, as if guarding a story left untouched for decades. Inside the cave, the water was colder and darker, illuminated only by the beams of their underwater lights. Stalactites hung from the ceiling, and small fish darted nervously in the shadows. The friends moved carefully, mindful of sharp rocks and sudden drops in the seabed. Every corner revealed hints of history: old wooden chests, broken pottery, and inscriptions on the rock walls. Rena traced her fingers over faded carvings that resembled symbols from the map. "These must be clues," she whispered. Bimo shined his light into a crevice, revealing more artifacts: coins, beads, and a journal partially sealed in waterproof casing. Their faces reflected a mix of awe, wonder, and tension. The cave seemed to hold more than just treasure. It was a labyrinth of stories, each turn bringing both discovery and uncertainty. Shadows stretched unnaturally in the beams of their lights, and occasional bubbles hinted at unseen currents. The friends stayed close, communicating with gestures, their trust and teamwork essential to navigating the mysterious underwater chamber. Suddenly, a strong current surged through the cave, pushing the friends in unexpected directions. The water became turbulent, and the light from their torches flickered against jagged walls. Panic and exhilaration painted their faces as they fought to stay together, grasping each other for stability. Aldi spotted a narrow tunnel partially hidden behind a coral formation. "This way," he shouted over the roar of the water. Carefully, they followed, each movement deliberate, every breath precious. Strange shapes moved at the edges of their vision, and the eerie silence between the crashing currents amplified every sound. As they reached a wider chamber, The current eased, revealing a small sandy floor with the final clues, a larger chest, a sealed jar with an old map, and inscriptions indicating the treasure had been left by a traveler centuries ago. Relief and triumph washed over their faces, but the cave seemed to test them until the very last moment, demanding courage, focus, and teamwork. With hearts racing, the friends opened the chest to reveal coins, jewelry, and a journal detailing the adventures of a long-lost sailor. The joy, awe, and relief on their faces were unmistakable. The treasure was real, but more importantly, the journey had strengthened their friendship and courage. As they swam back toward the surface, sunlight broke through the water, illuminating the vivid reef and sparkling sea. The boat awaited above, bobbing gently, carrying them back to the world they had left behind, but changed by the ocean's secrets. Sitting together on the deck, dripping wet but exhilarated, they read through the sailor's journal, laughing, sharing stories, and planning their next adventure. The deep blue waters had revealed their secrets, tested their bravery, and gifted memories that would last a lifetime. Every ripple, shadow, and shimmer in the ocean reminded them that adventure is not just about treasure, it's about discovery, friendship, and the courage to dive into the unknown.